Alright, go ahead. What are you doing? Are you sitting up all by yourself? Is that Mosley? We're gonna have to lower your bed soon, huh? Who is that? Good morning. Hi. Did you sleep okay? Ooh. Let's get you up. Good afternoon, everybody. It is I'm going to still call it a storm day. The storm came through the East Coast yesterday. We got predominantly ice, I would say. I think it snowed in the beginning about 3 inches, and then it got ice and rain and compacted, and now it's like an inch thick of this snow ice pack, and it's like 35 degrees outside, so it's cold, but it's so pretty. I tried to get it on camera. I don't know if it comes through, but all of the branches, I'm looking at now, are just covered in ice, and it's like reflecting the sun, super pretty. It's gorgeous outside. And then you can hear when we're out, we went for a really fast walk, probably about like 15 minutes. Paul was all bundled up. I'll show you some pictures here. And you can just hear the ice falling from the trees. The sun is still, hitting all of the ice, making it look super duper pretty. You do hear branches falling in the distance. I have not seen any down trees, but I would not be surprised if we don't get any. But we're back in now. I'm starving. So I'm gonna make lunch. I'm gonna make him something for lunch. It's about 2 o'clock now. He just went for his nap. In the morning, he woke up about 7:30. I normally put him down for a nap about 3.5 hours. He had no inkling of being tired. So we played, and he didn't go to sleep till about, I think, 11:45. So he slept about 90 minutes, which is awesome. So I'm gonna try, I might try for a second nap, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to make dinner early, like have dinner ready for like 5 o'clock. I don't know if I'll be this organized or not. We'll try. So I'm gonna do drumsticks in the Instant Pot. I've made those before. I just throw them in the Instant Pot, hit the poultry button, and I let it sit there for a couple hours. The dark meat especially just gets so good the longer it sits in there. So it would just be on warm. It takes about 20 minutes to cook, and then it just hangs out there on warm until I'm ready to do something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do sidewise. I might do roasted potatoes because I got all these little baby potatoes at Costco when we went like a month ago. I think that was October. So I need to use those up. And while I have the oven on for lunch, because I think I'm gonna have Brussels sprouts for lunch. I don't know if I'm making Paul yet. But I'm gonna make the granola. So I'm gonna get that going, get that in the oven, so that's good to go. And then hopefully this evening I can start packaging stuff for family, get those Christmas presents out the door because it is December 17th and I've had a lot of packages delayed by the USPS, not faulting them, crazy situation going on. But I wanna make sure I get them out the door, so hopefully it gets there sooner than later. So I'm gonna try to do that. And also we keep getting Christmas cards. Most of the Christmas cards we get are first of all, just say I love getting Christmas cards. I don't know if anybody else is obsessed with them as much as I do. I love it. So the photo cards, I'm obviously not going to show those, but we've gotten a ton of those. I love seeing everybody's pictures. Other cards, we got this from Matt's great aunt. It's a cardinal, which I absolutely love. It says Merry Christmas. And then it says, wishing you all joys of Christmas today and all year long. So sweet. So anyway, I thought I would share that. So I'm going to get lunch going, him fed, me fed, granola, dinner, and then I have no idea what else we're gonna do. Okay, so here's everything that I used to make my granola. This originally was a America's Test Kitchen recipe that I've just used so long. It's actually just this like horrific Post-it note on my granola bin. So I'll leave the measurements to everything I use below, but this is like my standard recipe. It includes oats, sugar, oil, there's vanilla back here, get this out of the way, cinnamon, maple syrup, salt, and then this is just a bag of mixed nuts. I had just a few nuts of a bunch of different bags from Trader Joe's, I think. So there's walnuts, almonds, and pecans in here. And I just mixed mine. You can, this recipe is so flexible. So if you just want pecans, just use pecans. Use whatever nuts you want. Ground up, they're about 2 cups. So I'll come back to that in a second. For sweetener wise, you can switch this up. So I have maple syrup and sugar, which is in the original recipe, but I have used just all maple syrup. I've used all sugar. I've used brown sugar, I've used honey, I've used agave. It all comes out amazing. You just need a sweetener of some kind. I flex it around depending on what I have. So if I have a lot of one thing, I'll use that versus the other. I will say brown sugar is delicious, but I don't have a lot of brown sugar, so I'm gonna use white sugar. Oil-wise, I'm using canola just because I wanna use this up. And I hope I have enough of this, but you can use whatever oil you want. I don't know if I'd use olive oil, that might be a little too strong, but I've used things like avocado oil and vegetable oil or whatever. And then vanilla, the recipe calls for 4 teaspoons. Sometimes I don't want to use 4 teaspoons and I just omit it completely and it's still delicious. So you have tons of options here, but I'm going to make just a cinnamon version today. If it were me, I'd probably make like a gingerbread version and put like cloves and ginger in it, but I didn't want to do anything too strong because I'm giving this as gifts. So that is everything. All the measurements I'll leave below. And one other thing is I got this little doodad on Amazon. My mom had one of these and we used to use it for Christmas cookies. And the top pops off here and I put the nuts in here and you turn this crank coarse or fine and it chops all the nuts. And this little bin here is 2 cups. So I just keep chopping till this little doodad thing here is full of chopped nuts and that's what I do. You can absolutely chop your nuts by hand with a knife. You can use a food processor. Just be careful you don't turn it into nut butter. I have done that before. Other add-ins you can do, I've done chia seeds, flax meal, hemp hearts are good if you want to make it, a little more healthy, things like that. You can add all sorts of things. Dried fruit, if you want to add dried fruit, I just like to put it at the very end when it comes out of the oven, it's done. I'll lay the fruit on top just so it kind of heats up a little bit because if you put it in with this stuff, it becomes, they get like little dehydrated rocks and I swear they will break your teeth. So that's my only caution to dried fruit. I'm not using any today. Let me put on some fun Christmas music and I will get this going.
Dear, the forecast ain't clear, so will you please light my Now don't you act so coy. Let us go and fill all the little children's hearts with joy. Rudolph, my dear, you know the forecast ain't clear. So will you please light the way?
Matt is reading to Paul, so we're gonna get ready to put Paul down probably around 7 o'clock. So earlier than usual, but later than I was thinking. So we shall see how tonight goes. Also, I got word from FedEx that they're not delivering my Misfit produce box. So now I have to email them. I'm sure Misfit Market will work with me, they always do, but it's just, I needed those vegetables because my fridge is like barren. So now I gotta figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna do a Walmart pickup order or what. So anyway, and tomorrow I am making spritz cookies. I'm doing a collab with another YouTuber, which is so exciting. So I'm going to be sharing a background story with you about spritz cookies and making spritz cookies with you. So have a great night and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hold on, I got one more. Rudolph, pretty please, don't be such a tease. Let's have some fun.